Hey guys, welcome back to Paradise. Today we are going to be talking about bear bells. Are they worth it, and do they work at all anyways? So if you haven't been following our channel, we are just a couple with 3 dogs, and we live on the road full time. We've been on the road for the past 8 years, and we've always been out in the boonies somewhere. Never been at a campground, and we've always stayed out on the public lands. Today we are up in the Pacific Northwest. As you can see, beautiful scenery and perfect spot for bears. We do a lot of hiking, and we bring our dogs with us as well, and we usually just go off trail. We're just usually kind of wandering off any which direction that we want to go, and so we find bear scat everywhere, and so we always have bear bells on our dogs. So this is one of them. This is by Coleman here. And so this is what we put on our dogs, and you just loop it around their collar there, and it makes noise while you're walking, and it's supposed to deter the bears from coming towards you. So the point with bears is you're supposed to make a lot of noise, and the bears will hear you coming and pretty much run away. And this is what has been our experience with bears so far. We go all the way from Arizona to Alaska, and we've seen bears almost in most of those places besides, Arizona. But most of the bears that we end up seeing are running the other way. We've never had an issue with a bear coming up to us. So I guess in the long run, the proof of that the bear bells work is that you see no bears. So at camp and stuff, we have never had a bear come up to our camp at all. Besides, we had one, but it was a collared bear, so it was already a problem bear. And so that we just had a little issue with, but never besides that. So all the ones out in the actual wilderness, we've never had an issue with. We have had scat around camp, but never had a bear come up to us. And then when we're walking, we usually are talking together, and then we also have the bear bells. So the bells must be working, or us talking is working. Either way, just making noise in general works, and it keeps the bears away. I can't guarantee this for if you're at a campground, because that's usually where more bears are at, because that's where more garbage is, more people are, more food is, more smells. So don't know about that, but if you're out in the wilderness, the trick is just to make as much noise as possible, and it's definitely worth it to go and get yourself a bear bell. You don't even have to have dogs in order to wear the bear bell, so you can just put this on your shoe or your backpack or wherever on you, and it makes pretty decent noise. And another benefit of it is if you have dogs, when you put it on them, you can hear them wherever they're at. So we actually use that a lot just to know that the dogs are in the vicinity somewhere, because when you have 3, they go all different directions, and you just kind of make sure. Bad thing is they don't make different noises, so you don't know which one's which, but as long as you got all 3 bear bells, or all 3 noises, you know they're in the vicinity, and most of the time they usually kind of stick together and go off in one direction, so you can kind of know where one's at. So we got an older dog right now, a middle-aged dog, and a puppy, so this one goes on the puppy just to make sure, and she actually stays around really well. So it's just more just to make sure that she's in the vicinity and doesn't end up chasing a squirrel or a bird or something like that. But with bears, we have never had an incident walking or anything while we were wearing the bear bells. It's just nice if you're hiking by yourself and just with a dog, so you don't have anybody to talk to. It's a good idea to have a bear bell. We also bring like harmonicas sometimes, and just anything that would make noise, and the bears will usually leave you alone. So if you're wondering, this is just what a bear bell looks like. Again, it's just a bell with a strap on it, and this one's from Coleman. Usually Coleman makes kind of cheapy stuff, but this has lasted forever. We've had this, I think, for all 8 years we've been on the road, and we have at least 3 of them. The only things I've had to make modifications to are, one, so this is a silencer, so it's a magnet on it, so now it doesn't make noise. If you want to just keep it on at camp or something, then it doesn't have to ring the whole time, so you can Velcro that up. The Velcro is falling apart because we've used it so much, so I might have to put a new piece of Velcro on that. And then also, this was Velcroed before, so this just usually Velcros to the collar of the dog. That part I was scared about just falling apart or falling off when the dog was running. So I actually sewed that part together. So this is one just loop. So now I just loop the collar right through it, and you don't have to worry about it falling off at all. So in the long run, there you go, guys. If you're gonna be out hiking anywhere that there's gonna be bears, or just wanna keep track of your dogs a little closer, get yourself a bear bell. Again, they're very cheap and they work great. Otherwise, you can just put them on your shoelaces again, and it'll keep the bears away. So, and always make sure to bring a can of bear spray, because you're out in their neck of the woods, so make sure you don't want to hurt them, so just make sure that you have that to deter them if they happen to show up. So anyways, hope you guys found this handy. We'll see you guys next time in Paradise. Bye.